Jorge Masvidal, like we said, has been around the game for so long. But Dean, his star seems to be almost brighter than ever. However, fights aren't necessarily going his way as of late, or at least a lot of them. Do you believe that this is a make or break experience for him?
I do, and the only reason why is because he's a little bit older. He's 37 years old. But you got to look at the positives for him. Is that I know that they said Kobe might get the next shot, but if you look at the other side of this, if he can put on another Ben Askren-like performance, he can stake his claim and say, listen, me and Leon got beef. I wanted the challenge for the belt. So I expect, even though this may be a make-or-break fight for him, I expect him to still go out there and give it his all, give it 100%, because if he can win this fight in impressive fashion, I think he can make a claim that he deserves a title shot.
You're right. You know, the guy's a superstar. If he goes out there and has his highlight finish of Gilbert Burns, he's right there knocking on the door. He's the next guy. But going back to the beginning, I don't like to paint guys in the corner and say, as a fighter, as a current fighter, to say he needs this win or it's over. You know, it's bad vibes going in. I think he has a lot left. You know, I trained with the guy. I seen him a few months ago on the mats. He's still a student, still working, putting in the work. And I think he can still beat anybody in the world.
And you would know. You're on the mats with him. So I'm curious to hear your take on why you believe this is such an exciting matchup. I mean, there's so many X factors here. Top 15 opponents, two very different styles, both Florida residents now, and really, like Dean mentioned, a giant leap forward in this very stacked, very interesting 170-pound landscape.
This is a huge fight with both guys having, you know, title experience. This is in Georgia's backyard. This arena is going to be crazy tomorrow night. And there's a lot on the line. You know, whoever wins this fight, I think, is next. Obviously, I think Dane even said that whoever wins this is next. But these guys are, Gilbert lives 30 minutes away, trains 30 minutes away. These guys are both fighting in their backyard in front of a sold-out crowd with title implications. This fight is going to be a banger.
And, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, both of these guys are just dangerous. Like, you can't blink when you watch these guys fight. And for those, you know, George became popular in 2019 after those great performances. But I've known him his entire career, and I've watched this young man come up, and he's always been the best guy in the room, always been a dog, and he's always been sensational.
Dean has been in the backyards with him. You know,
yeah,
if you know, you know. But before I move on from this topic, I just want to speak quickly about the stylistic matchup. Do you believe that this is a true grappler versus striker, Dustin?
No, this is an MMA fight. Gilbert has big power, big kicks, does everything well. And George, like, you can't sleep on his wrestling. He's bringing in collegiate wrestlers. I saw him in the training room working on his wrestling. Since the Kamaru Usman fights, you know, he put a lot of time in his wrestling. He's going to be tough to take down. For me, looking at it as an analyst on the outside, Gilbert's going to have to chain takedowns together. A single leg, a blast double, those first initial shots aren't going to work on George. You're going to have to chain it and really make him work to get him down. I think he's going to have a tough time taking him down.
I believe he's going to have a tough time taking him down, too. In fact, I don't really see this fight going down to the ground all that much anyway. I think this fight comes down to a striking battle. I think George's wrestling is underestimated, and I think Gilbert Burns' striking is underestimated. And I was in the corner with Gilbert I was in the corner with Tyron Woodley when Gilbert fought him, and I was amazed at how hard he punched and kicked.
And I know when we look at George, we don't think of jiu-jitsu, right? But this guy is very high-level jiu-jitsu. Just because he's not out there chasing submissions, we don't, you know, label him a jiu-jitsu fighter. But he's hard to submit. He's been grappling for as long as he's been fighting. It's been 20 years of grappling. So he's black belt level, no doubt, and very hard to submit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we will see how this co-main event pans out. This is one we are all so much looking forward to. But now it is time for our Twitter Ask the Analyst. This is a question from one of our fans. It's from Rye Barker09. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey, this is Ryan Barker here from the Ozarks. Just had a question for DP. Have you seen anything from George in training where he's added some new wrinkles to his game? 51 career fights in the game. Just didn't know if you have seen anything new from him here as of late that'll help push him over the edge on Saturday.
That's a great question. I see him working with wrestlers, like I just said. He's really, really dedicated his wrestling game and to putting time into his wrestling game. And he's going to be tough to take down on the fence. Those fights with Kamaru Usman, him using that whizzer and getting his underhooks and staying off the fence is going to be really tough for Gilbert to get him down against the fence. He's going to have to try to do it from open, middle of the octagon, throwing punches to close distance. And George is a dangerous guy to do that against, to try to close distance with big movements.
Yeah, I want to give George his props, man. Like, even looking at those fights with Usman and Colby, even though he lost those fights, he still looked really quick on his feet, man. Like, he moves in and out really quick, and he throws his legs really fast.
And you just have to wonder, is, you know, the crowd going to play a factor here? Because oftentimes we see people propelled by the support of a crowd. And this is certainly going to be Jorge Masvidal's house come Saturday night, Dustin. you're a guy who understands the power of an audience. I mean, do you believe that that could have any role in his success?
I think it's definitely going to be a good thing. He's going to enjoy the embracement from the crowd, but he's a guy who's been fighting so long. He might, compartmentalize that type of stuff now. He's been doing this 50 pro fights. It just might be another fight to him. It's good. It's in his backyard. The vibes going in is fun for him, but I think he's a true professional and kind of turns that off.
Yeah, I've been around Joe. I remember I was in Korea with him when he fought Benson Henderson. He was in the club the night before the fight, just hanging out with her. I was like, should you be in bed? He said, no, I like to keep my routine the same, and this is what I do at night. So I think he's very good about compartmentalizing, so when the crowd gets in there, he's not going to let it affect him one way or the other. But he's always going to fight with his best foot forward.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.